Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to today's webinar titled Collaborate to Solution with PMI's Wicked Problem Solving. My name is Francesco Librandi, and I'm a volunteer of the Northern Italy chapter and the branch of Friuli Venezia Giulia. I'm delighted today to welcome our speaker, Samantha Moyer from PMI, that today will talk about this wicked problem solving tool. Before we start, I would like to give you some housekeeping information. All the attendees are in listen only mode. If you have any question during the presentation, please write them in the question section or in the chat section of the GoToWebinar. I will collect those during the speech, and once Samantha will be finishing the speech, she will answer to your question. If we will not have enough time, we will ask Samantha to answer them offline, and after the webinar in some day, we will be publishing on Northern Italy chapter website. So regarding the topic of today's webinar, PMI's new wicked problem solving course teaches how to approach any problem or challenge, big or small, tactical or strategic, business or personal. And in a fast-paced, interconnected and complex world, people need a common collaboration language that can span teams and organizations to solve today's most challenging problems. And this is the first step to make that a reality. After this short introduction, I will leave now the floor to Samantha for the presentation. Thank you. Enjoy the speech. Samantha, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Francesco. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm really happy to have been invited to share wicked problem solving today with you. First, so you can experience it, and then so you can love it like we do. So thank you to all of you for being here and for your interest in WPS. And please let me know if you have any questions along the way. As Francesco said, you can go ahead and type them right in the chat. For those of you who aren't too familiar with WPS, I think you'll love this experience. And for those of you who are familiar with it, I think that's wonderful. And I'm happy that you're here. And I hope you learned some things today. So I'm here today because WPS is unlike anything PMI has ever offered to our stakeholders before. It's a new way of thinking and doing to help not only project managers, but consultants, designers, and everyday thinkers do their jobs more effectively. It's a way to solve complex problems and collaborate. We think of WPS as a movement. It's not just a course and a toolkit. But first, let's talk a little bit about what is a wicked problem. The term wicked problem is an academic term that was coined in the 1960s by two design theorists. It has two factors: complexity and uncertainty. So wicked problem solving will show you how to not only tame the truly wicked problems, but also to solve the everyday problems that are part of your life and your work. So I'd like to start off by making kind of an obvious statement, and that is that everyday collaboration is broken. I think it's something we can all relate to. We've seen a lot happen in this past year. Teams are spread geographically across different regions. Working remotely like we are right now hasn't been as effective when we're collaborating side by side in a physical space. Teams have conflicting priorities, agendas, and it can be really difficult to get everyone collaborating, pointing in the same direction, aligned, and moving forward together. In essence, wicked problem solving is about finding better ways to collaborate and becoming a great facilitator that can get people invested, contributing, and looking together for elegant solutions and breakthroughs. Okay, so enough talking. I'm going to get us right into the product now, and I'd like to show you a piece of the course. We're going to watch two quick videos, and these are part of the first module of the course. It's going to show you the beginning point for what a better way might look like. Now, Tom Wujek is your guide here, and you'll learn a little bit about him in the video. He's our content partner for the course. So you'll notice Tom asking you to participate and actually do something. And this is how the entire course works. You'll watch a video, and then you'll do something. I'll get to what that do something is in a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this first video. If someone can just let me know if you cannot hear it in the chat, that would be great.
Samantha, unfortunately, we cannot hear the audio from your video.
You can't hear it. Okay.
Can you your settings?
Sorry, everybody. What do I need to hit, Francesco? I'm sorry. Audio. Do you know what I need to turn on, Francesco? Sorry.
In the GoToWebinar panel, you should have the audio option where you need to enable the audio from your computer.
Yeah, I have that on, computer audio. I'm sorry, everybody, 1 second. And that screen here, what do I need to put it on? Francesco, what do I need to have on here? Are you there, Francesco?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do I need to have on? Sorry.
You need to enable in your settings the audio, the computer audio.
Yeah, that's on, computer audio. Yeah, I have that on.
Can you hear on your side the video, or maybe because this is broadcasted into your headset? Maybe let's try to disconnect for a moment, to unplug. Yeah. No, that's strange.
You can hear it? Can you hear that? I'm sorry.
No, we cannot hear you.
Okay. Okay.
So what we'll do, I'll go right back into the presentation. Sorry about that, everybody. So I can give a little summary of what Tom was talking about, and he sets up the idea that everyday collaboration is broken. And what we'll do is he does a little exercise called drawing how to make toast. And what that does is it sets up the mindset for the course itself, that shows that what people draw in the exercise is how they think in systems. So if I'm going to be drawing the bread and the toaster and then the toast, what I'll be doing is I'll actually show you what I'm going to be leaving out of my thought process in these systems thinking. And what will happen here is you'll watch the video and you'll come down here and Tom will ask you how to draw toast. And you'll come right down here into your Miro board that's set up for you in this exercise. And you'll draw actually the system of how you would make toast. And what we can do here is grab, and I draw my bread, and I draw my toaster. and I draw my toes. And what we would do essentially is we would go to this next course and we would understand why drawing how to make toast is important. And really the course is packed like this. So we actually call them a bunch of mini TED Talks. They're packed full of information. They're really short, easy to digest, and very entertaining. So what I want to do now, after we would watch those two videos, I will go back and show you a little bit and a few illustrations to go back further into the course itself. So let's go back to this statement. Everyday collaboration is broken. Here's a little illustration of 4 different scenarios of what that looks like. When people just simply talk and discuss, it can be difficult to make sure everyone extracts the same meaning, is on the same page and is on board. So I'll give you a second to read a couple of these, and maybe some of these scenarios look a little familiar. So let's look at the same scenario, but this time using WPS. You might recognize the systems model that we were just looking at, and I just talked to. This is showing us using a system that involves creating shared visual models, where the information that people carry around in their minds is now externalized, so that together people can build a shared model, which encourages teams to contribute and align them so that they can move forward together. WPS is founded upon 3 principles. You start with a question. This will let you solve the right problem. Then making ideas visible. You do this by making diagrams, drawing, as we just did with drawing how to make toast, and prototyping. How to take physical action and move forward with alignment and getting buy-in from others. So in the video, Tom talks about those 3 concepts, and together these concepts make the centerpiece of WPS, and that's called a play. A play is a time-bound course of action. Plays are basically how you get the work done. For example, if you work in an Agile or Scrum environment, you're already familiar with plays, you just haven't been calling them that before. So if you're in an Agile environment, you probably hold daily scrums or stand-ups to get everyone on the same page. This is actually one of the plays, and it has 3 parts. It starts with a question. Well, it's actually 3 questions, right? So what you did yesterday, what you'll do today, and if you have any impediments that are holding up your work. Then typically there's a big board where people move their tasks and everyone knows the state of everything at any given time. That's the visual model. With that information in hand, the Scrum team can then go off and begin their day with a clear shared model of all of the parts, and they know what they have to do. So WPS actually gives you hundreds of plays. Here's just a small sample. And as a wicked problem solver, it's your job to select and configure these plays to solve problems. Tom teaches you how to do this, and also how to create and configure custom plays to tackle virtually anything. As you look at some of these example plays, you'll see that they all have the 3 parts we talked about: a question, a way to make ideas visible, and a way to engage with forward actions or forward steps. Now, single plays are great for quick decisions or getting people quickly on the same page, but you can also string plays together to tackle more complicated problems, crossroads, or even dilemmas. What we're looking at here is a sequence of plays. Notice how you can progress through the plays and go from irresolution to resolution. This is how WPS scales. This is sort of the magic of the system. So I'm going to show you an example of how to do this. This is a real example that we used in our wicked problem solving team when we faced an issue in our work. Now, this was not a truly wicked problem. It wasn't terribly uncertain or complex, but it was something that needed to get taken care of on our team. We found ourselves in a crossroad and in need of a plan, and fast. So here's the situation. Our product owner was going on maternity leave in about a week, and we had been so busy working on the product that we didn't actually have a plan in place for how we would function without such an integral part of the team. So We actually decided to take 30 minutes and run through a set of plays to get to the resolution. We selected 4 plays and we conducted them in Miro, an online whiteboarding tool that I showed you, that we just used drawing how to make toast. And it's included in every one of the course pages in Wicked Problem Solving. We used plays straight out of the WPS material. Now, the important thing here is the output of each play becomes the input of the next play. And here they are. And here's the work that we did. I'll take you through each one of these. And while I'm doing this, I would love to see if any of you have any ideas of how you might use this kind of product in your work. If you have any problems to solve or can think of any situation where this might be helpful, we can go ahead and put those in the chat as I'm going through these. So the first thing we did is a play called the Mind Dump. So you can see the directions on the left-hand side, but the question is, what's on your mind? Our team took 5 minutes and wrote out all of the things we could think of that pertain to our team member leaving and how it would impact our work. The idea is to empty your mind. This reduces cognitive load and frees up your memory, and also gets you get to see what is on everyone else's mind. So as we're doing this, we also did something called a silent sort, where we took 2 minutes and arranged each of these sticky notes into clusters where you could see different trends and categories that were emerging. This generated all kinds of thoughts related to who will fill in for her, when it's appropriate to notify her, what knowledge does she need to leave us, and access to different things, and how. After this exercise, the team had a visual representation of all the things we needed to consider for maternity leave. And working together allowed us to see the issue from multiple perspectives. So you can't see it on the slide, but at the end of the Mind Dump, we then voted on the most critical items. Miro actually has a really nice function that will allow you to do an anonymous vote. So next we did the priority map, and we took all of the items that were voted most critical and plotted them on a priority map. You can see here that the axes are impact and ease. These can be changed to meet the needs of the team. We took the top 9 most critical items and arranged them according to these 2 different qualities. And with that information, we were able to move on to the final play for this exercise, which is called the timeline. So now we were able to order these items because our priority map allowed us to see which of the critical items in terms of impact and ease. And there you have it. It's a really quick example of how to use WPS to get work done in our own department. At the end of this exercise, we were all aligned. Each person felt that our voices and concerns had been heard and documented, and we were able to move forward with a specific plan that everyone aligned on. We also have these artifacts to go back and look at if we needed them for any reason. And we really do function this way. Every brainstorm session, most decisions, charting our path forward, this is how we do it, and it works. So we like to think of WPS as the common operating system of collaboration. It works with Agile, it works with Lean, it works with Waterfall. It doesn't replace these ways of working, it enhances them. We can use play sets in countless situations. Agile planning sessions, strategy sessions, marketing reviews. They can be done virtually or in person, solo or with an entire team. But now you can see how one play to help you can make quick decisions or guide a conversation or a meeting or string together a couple of plays when you're in a crossroads. So Tom teaches us how to do these things using a number of different materials that come together for a full experience. This is really a robust course, and you can use as much or as little of it as you need. But here's what you get in it. The 48 mini TED Talks that I talked about, so we saw the video screen there, a workbook, a playbook, 3 decks of cards, the play cards that we were looking at, and the WPS Miro playboard. So here's what the 2 books look like and the 3 decks of cards as well. These are all digital downloads in this remote course. So one last thing, I want to take a minute and I want to show the Miro board. This is where it all happens. And when you take the course, the videos and the Miro board are one, as we saw on the course page. They're connected, and integrated into this experience. So after you finish one video, the LMS takes you directly to the exact point where you should be at in the Miro board. But for right now, I actually want to show you the full Miro board itself. Think of this as your own personal playbook. As you progress through the course, you'll work through each of these plays, and each of them is tied to a video, and Tom guides you through how to do it. The course is special and different because you are working through your own problems. Now, this first one here, you're already familiar with. Drawing how to make toast. But here's the mind dump, the one that we talked about before. And what you do here in Miro itself, if you haven't used it before, but what you can do here is in the mind dump, you'll go in here and really put anything that's on your mind. I'll do take a nap, call Tom. Now you can do these things in a physical space, or you can do them right here. Grab some sticky notes and put them on a wall. You can put them in here. You can work through. But the idea here is that you get your own portfolio of all of these problems that you solved and all of these different types of exercises that you can keep with you. And really, that's the point of it, is that it's that easy. You don't have to be tech savvy to use this tool. It's extremely intuitive. This is your playbook. You can work on it alone. You can invite others to collaborate. And upon completion of the course, you actually have access to Miro for 3 months. And there is a free version, but you'll have the upgraded access. And that is that's the end of my presentation. I would definitely be open to any questions about that.
Thank you, Samantha. We have already some question. So first question, Dario asked if is WPS a self-learning, self-paced course or instructor lead? Maybe you can.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. It is completely self-paced. So you'll go in, the videos are already loaded up and they're completely self-paced. Yep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Then another question, are there play tools that I can use from here within my projects?
Are there sorry, say that again, are there play tools?
Yeah, this is what the question, I have read the question as it is. Maybe if I can understand, maybe want to make some trial test.
Are there, wait, sorry, I'm not understanding the question.
Okay, let's go to another question. Should all the participants have access to Miro to participate to the?
Yes, individuals have access to Miro. So when you sign up for the course, you'll receive the free access. And then after the course itself, you actually receive 3 free months of the consultation version of Miro. Individuals will work right in the Miro board of those templates that are set up. But once you finish the course, you can actually receive a code to get 3 free months of the consultative version of Miro.
Thank you. Again, can you mention some real case where you have used the WPS?
Yeah, of course. We use it all the time, every day. So the one that I showed within the presentation itself, that was actually a very real case study that we use, that we had used the different plays. So we did the mind dump, we did the priority map, and we did the timeline for someone's leave. I use these plays every day. I actually have a whiteboard that's sitting right here with a mind dump for different tasks that are on there as well. The beauty of it is that you can do it in a physical space, but you could also do it in Miro as well. So we use Miro within the course, but then you can also take the different exercises and have your own whiteboard. So we actually do them. With Tom too. For the next additional products, we continue to do plays when we have meetings with him every day. So every other day. So we really pull and use these plays. They're just very easy to set up your meetings, to go right in, not really have anything to plan for it, because you know the plays that you're going to have to do. And you know the outcome you're going to have is moving forward and getting the alignment with the entire team.
Another question: how many hours would it take to complete the course, and would we have a lifetime access to the material?
Sure. So what we have in the course itself, I can kind of break it down into parts here. So there's 5 hours of video content itself, and then after each of the videos, so there's the 48 videos. There's activities that are underneath. So we're saying it can take anyone anywhere from 10 to 15 hours to complete the course. So watching the videos and then doing the activities. There's a range because there's a lot of thought that has to go into these, and sometimes people can go back and do different exercises again. Right now, what we're seeing is people are, we've given people 3 months to take the course, and you'll have access. The downloadable materials are yours to keep forever, but the course access to the videos and things like that is on for 3 months.
Thank you, Samantha. That was all about question. Yeah, maybe others will come, but we are going to finish our half an hour. So we thank you for your presentation, for your speech. And before saying goodbye, let me run the survey for to test your satisfaction.
Of course,
Yes.
and thank you everybody for attending. I just want to, sorry about the video audio there. I'll get that for the next one. But thank you everybody so much for your time. I had a great time.
Thank you. And so I will copy into the chat for everyone the link to the Mentimeter. We use this for the satisfaction survey. So please use your laptop or your mobile phone. Go to menti.com and use the code 80808313 to give us your first feedback about this event. Yeah, thank you. Results are arriving. Thank you very much. We are new, as you know, to this Mentimeter new way to have a survey in order to be more interactive, to be direct, and so this replaces the questionnaire that you were used to get after the session. Okay, good. Let's move to the final information. So those are the next launches with NIC. The next is June the 8th. We will be talking about Agile per un progetto di sviluppo di un piano di cottura a induzione, the Whirlpool experience, and then the next one in July. As you know, if you have inserted your PMI ID at the registration phase, you will be automatically get the PDU. It will be 0.5 for technical part of the triangle, technical skill of the PMI triangle. It will take from 10 to 15 working days, so be patient, you will get it. All the material, so the recording of the webinar plus the slide will be available on our Northern Italy chapter channels, YouTube and site. Any other information or request or concern about this launch, please let us know, drop us an email. Last but not the least, apologize for the issue with the audio. I hope that you can enjoy the video in the recording. And this is, I think, all. So thank you again, Samantha, for your presentation, for your speech, and thank you everyone for having passed your lunch with us. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.